guys, welcome back to Home Life with Rebecca. This is going to be throughout the week. You guys gave me some ideas for dinner based on what I have in my pantry. So I was gonna do the chicken with stuffing today from this magnificent cookbook, but it's called A Lot of Crock. But they also have a recipe in here for creamy broccoli chicken that says you can serve it over rice. And I decided to, sorry, a lot of my kids are home today, so this is background noise. I decided to do this one because the other night we had pot stickers and we have a ton of leftover rice that needs to be used up. So I'm going to save the chicken and stuffing for another one. I think I only got 3 meal ideas. The stuffing will do, and then somebody said chicken, was it chicken and rice in the oven or chicken potatoes? I had to go back and look at the comments. But we're gonna do this tonight. The only thing I didn't have cream and broccoli soup. I'm trying to use, what we have, but I do have a broccoli cheese soup. So this calls for this in 1 can of milk. I already got the chicken. I only put 4 tenderloins in there, which is not enough to feed our family, but what I'll do is towards the end of it cooking, I'll throw in a can of chicken just so I can stretch out the chicken. Now, with that being said, we did go to the grocery store. We went to Winco, $270, and I felt like we got nothing because we didn't even buy any meat, but groceries are so high. But I got stocked up on all my pantry staples: salt, sugar, powdered sugar. I got some baking spices because the holidays are coming up, things like that. The only junky food we got was some ice cream, some Oreo cookie ice cream for the kids, and a bag of chips, which was supposed to last for the week, and they ate it all. But I got some lunch meat. I mean, we didn't, I don't even know what we bought. Just produce, because I needed to get some celery. We got some oranges, bananas, pears, lettuce, tomato, cucumber. I don't even know what we spent $270 on, because I still feel like our refrigerator is kind of empty besides the condiments. I think just groceries are high. I got some margarine. I got some green onion. Oh, we bought potatoes because we made potato soup. So I got some heavy whipping cream, which I know I'm supposed to be using what I have, but my potatoes were bad because there was a wet one in there and I had to throw them out. So that was on my list. But the kids, well, not all the kids, some of them have been asking for butternut squash soup, which is one of my favorite soups to have this time of year. So I did buy 2 of them, and I'd have to look at the receipt because I don't remember how much they were, but I'm guessing not cheap because nothing is reasonable. But we had to buy 2 because they were so little. Usually you can find a bigger one, but I'll probably make that maybe tomorrow. And there is leftover potato soup for anybody that doesn't want to eat this tonight. The reason why I'm doing a crock pot meal tonight is because I do have parent-teacher conferences for 2 of my kiddos tonight, so I just want there to be something that the kids can just serve up themselves, and then I don't have to worry about cooking dinner at 6:30 when I get home. So that's what we're having tonight. So I will show you at the end of this, when it's cooking, what it looks like. And then this video will probably be 3 different meals. I'm guessing 3 or 4 different meals before I post it. Okay, there it is. So I think we've had it before, so it'll probably taste good. So here's my meal with the chicken and the broccoli cheese soup with the rice, and then I just put a little bit of extra cheese on top. And so far everybody's liked it. It's pretty much gone because we just got home from conferences and there's not a lot left. Well, dinner was a hit because this is all that's left and all the rice is gone too. So we can have this for a little snacky snack tomorrow. So for dinner tonight, we're gonna make a butternut squash soup. These are the things that I had that we needed to use up. I did purchase the butternut, and I did purchase some heavy whipping cream, which we used for potato soup also. I'm gonna use 3 carrots. I'm gonna dice that apple for some sweetness. I've got 4 stalks of celery. And in this pot, I have 1 white onion and 3 tablespoons of butter that I'm sauteing. So here's the apple, the butternut, squash, the carrot, and the onion and celery. Cooking away in some butter, and then we're gonna add some vegetable broth. And I think we only need to use one of the squashes, so I will save that one for another dinner, and we'll roast it with some broccoli or something. And we're gonna use 4 cups of vegetable broth. And then we're just gonna use this Better Than Bouillon vegetable base. It makes really good veggie broth. And this we already had, it was in our fridge. So then you wanna bring it to a boil and then let it simmer between 15 and 20 minutes. And then you can use an immersion blender to get it to the consistency that you like, or you can use a regular blender. The recipe just says if you're gonna use a regular blender, to just vent it so it doesn't explode, and do it in batches, don't do it all at once. But after you get it all blended up, then you add a cup of heavy cream. And hubby cheated when we found out we were having butternut squash soup tonight. He did stop at the grocery store and get a loaf of French bread. So that was about $1. Okay, he said it was $2. So, but it's really good. I'm already eating a piece. Okay, it's all blended up. Yummy, yummy. Okay guys, here's the finished product. Some butternut squash soup and a piece of bread with some butter. Okay guys, dinner for tonight, using what we have, is going to be burritos. So we already have the ground beef, we already had the tortillas, we did buy the lettuce, we already had the onion. No, we bought the onions. And then we already had shredded cheese. We already had the cheese. And then we already had the tomato. That's what's left. So Adam's just gonna make burritos. Oh, we already had taco seasoning. We already had like some Taco Bell hot sauce. And oh, Adam's gonna make a salsa, so he will film that because I have praise team practice at church, so Adam's gonna be cooking. So he's gonna show you how he makes a salsa, what he puts in it, and then he'll show you the end result of our burritos, even though pretty much I think everybody knows how to make burritos. But yeah, okay.
Here's the meat in the pan. Put a few seasonings in there. So we'll just cook this up. I got some garlic powder, some cumin, salt and pepper, some chili flake. We got the meat all browned up. Got the onions in there too. I drained it, and now we'll get some taco seasoning in there, and then I'll show you how I make my salsa. I did get the taco seasoning in there. It was a 1/4 cup of seasoning and 2/3 cup of water. We'll stir that all up and let it simmer. All right, for my salsa, I use these chili tepin, these dried peppers, a whole can of tomato sauce, about 5 cloves of garlic, about 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then we'll blend it all up. About 1/2 teaspoon of sugar also I'll put in there. And let's get it all in the blender. That's about all the peppers I use. These things are really hot if you were to use the whole bag. So we just use, I don't know, a dozen or so. Just enough to cover the bottom a little bit. Also add about 3/4 of a can of water in with the tomato sauce and the peppers. And here we have the finished product. And here's the finished product. Got the burrito all rolled, some chips, a little salad on the side. And it's pretty good.
Okay, for the last meal, I'm gonna make a vegetable soup. You can kind of make this however you want. So I'm just using everything I already had on hand. So I've got 2 cans of diced tomatoes, a tomato sauce, diced tomatoes and green chilies, garbanzo beans, a can of corn, a can of kidney beans, a can of black beans. I'm going to drain and rinse these. Some cumin, garlic powder. I'm going to use up the rest of this onion powder. I'm going to use ground cumin. I already said that. Salt and pepper. It calls for chili powder, which we don't have, so I'm just going to use a little bit of crushed red pepper. 1 bay leaf, which is, what we had left. And then I've got a little bit of chicken broth left. And then the rest I'll just use water. And then I'm going to use a zucchini, half of this onion, and the rest of my celery. And then you just cook it on low for, 3 to 4 hours, and that's dinner. Here's everything mixed together. I did add some minced garlic, and I also added about a teaspoon of dried oregano as well. And I did add a little bit of extra water, so I probably could have cut my zucchinis a little bit shorter, or not shorter, thinner, smaller. That's okay. And I just set it on low, and this will be dinner tonight. I feel like this is one of my favorite pantry meals because you could even make this without the zucchini and the onion and the celery. If you had to, you can just, if you had some extra spices to throw in there. But I do like the fresh vegetables in there. We've also used bell peppers and carrots in it as well. Or if you had a bag of frozen vegetables, that would work too. Again, I forgot to film last night's dinner, but we ended up having chicken in the crock pot because I had parent-teacher conferences, and we also had it with the stuffing, and I didn't have any cheesy broccoli because I used it on the first meal this week, so I just used cream of mushroom, and what else do we have? And some green beans. So I tried to combine 2 of the ideas with one since we'd had rice the first night. So that's what we had last night, but apologies, I forgot to film it. So here's dinner all done. You guys, it smells really, really good. Very simple from the pantry, using up things that we have. Let me know if you guys try it. Okay guys, hope you liked our grocery challenge of using up what we had. Maybe we can do this again next time. You guys can throw some more ideas my way. Chicken tendies, bye.